Hello, my name is Lucy and I'm a workshop leader and presenter, and in 2015 I was the trainee music leader at Wigmore Hall, and this experience, hand on heart, completely and utterly changed my life. It gave me so much focus and opened up my eyes to this magical world of music making in communities and education and learning and presenting concerts. And I was given the opportunity to observe just some of the most amazing workshop leaders around, as well as getting quite a practical behind the scenes look at what goes on in putting workshops together. The time and the support that I got from the Wigmore Hall Learning team has completely stayed with me for my whole career, and their ethos of equality, of collaboration, of creativity is the bedrock for every workshop that I go into. And the reason that I love my job is because I love people. I love working with the participants, with the musicians, with the learning teams, with the producers, because at the end of the day, it's all about community, isn't it?
My favourite thing about being a workshop leader is being able to share those really profound, transformational moments that music can bring about in people, with people who maybe haven't experienced them before or weren't aware that they could feel that way in response to music. So I've been involved in projects where grown men have been brought to tears by songs that children in their school have sung. I've been involved in projects where people who are complete strangers have had incredible moments of social connection because of the music making they were involved in, or where people who've arrived and are completely frazzled and really stressed and overwhelmed by life leave with this sense of complete serenity and calm. And I use that kind of power of music in my life all the time, but be able to share it with people who haven't experienced it or don't access it for themselves is just amazing.
I've always loved music, and I've always loved creativity. And my favourite thing, aside from creativity in and of itself, is being creative with other people. That experience of being able to bounce your own creativity with someone else's creativity. And music workshop leading gives you an opportunity to do that, both in educational and community settings. That sense of being amongst people, having lots of ideas yourself. One of the favourite things that I've done is I've done a short community opera on a beach in Suffolk, and I had the opportunity to work with kids ranging from ages to 8 to 18, all the way through to different community groups in an area in Lowestoft, all the way through to working with professional musicians, and collectively they wrote this half-an-hour version of The Old Man and the Sea. And it was just, the performance itself was fun, but really the reason I enjoy workshop leading is the process, the process by which you start with nothing then becomes this small intangible idea. Intangible idea becomes more tangible idea. You get other people involved, people who don't self-identify as musicians or singers, but then you reach out and say to them, look, I think you could be a part of it, even if it just involves a few doodles and just singing a line, and that can be in the final piece. And so it was. So it's that process by which you can create with other people, which I value the most about music workshop leading.
My favourite thing about my job has been the same since the day I started my training course all those years ago. I love being the catalyst for children to discover something that they really love, or something that they can be really proud of. I love how seriously all us practitioners take the children's experiences, whether it's noticing a child's achievement or discovering creative ways to engage the children, inspiring the teachers, or bringing in high quality musical performances. I love the experiences that we have. They bring me so much joy every day, and I love being surrounded by children who are joyful as well. I thought the creative industries were closed to me, but they unlocked my potential, and here I am. I've worked as a music leader ever since. You couldn't get better colleagues than Wigmore.
Hi, my name's Gowan. For me, music leading is a bit like being a musical guide, coming alongside an individual or a group of people and setting up an environment where they feel comfortable to make music together. I've made music all my life, and I find that music allows me to access emotions, feelings, and ways of communication that, frankly, I don't have another voice for. So I think really a lot of the reason I do this is because I believe everyone should have that experience. It's extremely powerful, that level of connection, and I feel better for it. So a lot of it's that. I'm very kind of passionate about sharing that. I'm also very interested in why people don't make music. And for some people that might be musical instrument design. It might not make sense to them. It might not be accessible to them. And for some people, it might be to do with their experience of music culture before. They might have felt excluded, or they may not have had the opportunities. So I think a lot about that and trying to set up experiences that remove some of those things that might be stopping them.
Music for Life allows me a degree of creativity and puts me in situations that are the total opposite to my work as an orchestral musician. The music created in the sessions is entirely improvised and in the moment, and totally in response to the participants in the circle we always sit in. You could say that our audience is our inspiration, our conductor, our composer. Working like this isn't always comfortable. It can be scary, feel dangerous, but ultimately it's rewarding and extremely satisfying.
Hi, my name is Luke, and in 2018 I was lucky enough to be the Wigmore Hall Learning trainee music leader. And this experience completely changed the way I think of myself as a musician and also just as a person within the community. Through the year I got to work with some amazing workshop leaders, musicians, members of the community, and of course the fantastic team at Wigmore Hall Learning. I got to work in a huge range of different settings and contexts that I'd never experienced before, but which now form a huge part of my career and what I do. I love being a workshop leader because it allows me to have real, genuine interactions and communications and experiences with a huge range of different people that I would maybe otherwise never get the chance to meet. And I'm really, really grateful to Wigmore Hall Learning and to the Trainee Music Leader program for setting me on this path and allowing me to have these experiences.